Good morning, dear students. This is your general science class, and you can see here image of your science book. So this book you have to take out from your bag, and the lesson first is the circulatory system. You already know that our body has different organs according to their functions. These organs are grouped in different organ systems. These organ systems work together so that our body can work normally. Here you can see the images of some of the different organ system. Okay, this organ system it helps in digestion of food. What is the name of this organ system, children, which helps in digestion of food? Digestive system. So here you have to write digestive system. Removes waste products from the body, that is excretory system, and helps in the process of respiration, that is the respiratory system. About all these organ system we will study in this class one by one. Today we are going to learn about the circulatory system. We are going to learn about the circulatory system. What is circulatory system? An organ system that helps to transport substance inside our body is called circulatory system. What you are eating, the oxygen you are breathing. So this circulatory system help to transport all these substances in our body, such as oxygen, digested food, and water through our body. Which system helps to transport all these things in your body? That is the circulatory system. This system also collects waste from all parts of our body, and this system only collects the waste from the all parts of your body. So let's study about that in details. The human circulatory system consists of heart, blood, and network of blood vessels, that is blood vessels. Remember children, circulatory system has heart, blood, and blood vessels. Okay. Now we are going to study about all these one by one. First of all, we'll study about the heart. The heart lies between our lungs. This heart lies in our body between our lungs. Okay, slightly towards the left side of the chest. It is just you touch your chest and it is slightly towards the left side. Just check your left hand and left side of your chest this heart is located. It is about the size of our fist. Fist, just you close your fingers, then that is the fist. Okay, so it is the size of your heart is about the size of our fist. The structure of heart. The human heart consists of 4 chambers. Here you can see right auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle, left auricle. These all are 4 chambers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 chambers are there in human heart. The 2 upper chambers are called auricle. These 2 upper chambers that are called as auricles, right auricle and left auricle, and the 2 lower chambers are called as ventricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. There are walls between the upper and lower chamber. Between this upper and lower chamber, children, there is the wall. What is between the upper and lower chamber? That is the walls which is separating these chambers. These walls allow the blood to flow in one direction only, and these walls allow the blood to flow in one direction. And what is the function of the heart? What heart does? The heart is a strong muscular organ. It is a very strong muscular organ. It is like a pumping machine. It contracts and relaxes continuously to pump blood to all parts of our body. So you just touch your heart and you will hear some sound that is said to be loop dub sound. Okay, so it is the pumping. It has the machine that pumps, that regularly pumps, and it contracts and relaxes continuously to pump blood to all parts of our body. So this is the work of our heart, that is the function. Now we'll go to blood. What is blood? Blood is red. Here you can see it is red. Red liquid. It is the liquid that flows in blood vessels. Blood vessels we will study after this. Okay. So this is blood. It is a liquid that flows in blood vessels. Blood carries oxygen to all parts of our body. This blood has the oxygen and it carries oxygen to all parts of the body. And what it is collecting from the other parts? It collects carbon dioxide and other waste from them. So blood, what is the function of blood? It carries oxygen to all parts of body, and it takes carbon dioxide and waste, and it also carries digested food. What you are eating, no, that food, that is the food rich with nutrients to all parts of the body. So the function of the blood is to to give oxygen to the parts of the body and digested food and collect carbon dioxide and waste from the different parts of the body. Okay, so what I have told that blood passes through blood vessels. So these blood vessels, here you can see these are the blood vessels. These blood vessels are three kinds. How many kinds? Three kinds. Blood vessels are of three kinds, that is arteries, veins, capillaries. Name the blood vessels. Name the three kinds of blood vessels, that is arteries, veins, sorry children, veins and capillaries. Okay, so these are the three kinds of blood vessels. Blood vessels are thin tubes. They are thin, like tube structure. You can see it is like a tube. Okay, that form a network through our body, and it form a network in our body. It is in whole part of our body. Okay, there are three types of blood vessels as I have told. So now we'll study about arteries. Arteries transport blood from the heart to various organs of the body. From your heart, you had seen the structure of heart, no? So what happens? Arteries transport blood from the heart. It takes blood from the heart to the various organ of the body. Various organ means to whole part of your body. So what it carries? Blood from the heart. Okay, and transport and supplies to the other organs of the body. Arteries carry blood from heart to rest of the body, and they have thick walls. Their walls are thick. Through the arteries, oxygen-rich blood flows. Which blood? Oxygen-rich blood. Through the arteries, oxygen-rich blood flows. That's why arteries are red in color. Oxygen-rich blood is the pure blood. It is the pure blood. But in veins bring back the blood from different organs of the body to the heart. What is the function of veins? It brings back to the blood from different organs of the body to the heart. Means it brings the blood again to the heart. Arteries is carrying the blood. It is taking the blood from the heart and passing to the other parts of the body, whereas veins bring back the blood from different organs of the body to the heart. And they have thin walls. They have thin walls. Through veins only deoxygenated blood flows. That's why it is in blue color. Deoxygenated blood means, children, it is impure blood. Okay, it contains carbon dioxide. And oxygenated blood means pure blood. It is rich with oxygen. Okay, deoxygenated means that is blue color, and oxygenated blood is in red in color. Okay, that passes through the arteries, and deoxygenated blood passes through veins. Okay, next is this is, here you can see on your hand that is visible these veins because it is in green in color, no? So that is the veins that you can see in your hands also. Next is capillaries. Here arteries branch out into smaller and thinner blood vessels called arterioles. I will show you now. These further branch into even smaller blood vessels called capillaries. Here you can see this, no? This is what, children? Arteries. This is your veins, artery and veins. Then it is passing here and here. This is arteriole. It is arteriole and it is venules. Okay, and look here, this is this part, this is capillaries. Okay, capillaries are the smallest blood vessel. It is the smallest blood vessels. Okay, these are thick, these are thin. These are thick walls, these are thin walls, and this is capillary, which is the thinnest. Capillaries are the thinnest blood vessels. All exchange of gases, water and nutrients between the blood and the tissues take place in capillaries. There the exchange of gases, waters and nutrients take place in the capillaries. Now you have to study about the, here you can see the heart. Some questions are there. The heart, blood and blood vessels consist the dash system. So you have to answer these questions. Now only I have told the heart, blood and blood vessels constitute the circulatory system. For a healthy heart, healthy food habits and regular exercise help to keep our heart healthy. So if you want to keep our heart healthy, we should eat healthy foods and do regular exercise. We should eat a balanced diet. We should avoid eating junk food. You should not take kurkure, maggies and all, Coca-Cola, chips, ice creams, noodles, if you want to keep yourself healthy. Fatty and sugary food are not good for heart, and if we eat fatty foods and sugary food, that is not good for our heart. We should exercise regularly. Some good form of exercise are jogging, brisk walking, cycling, swimming. All these are good exercise for our heart. We can also get enough exercise by playing outdoor games as these children are playing. So if you are playing outdoor games, you will be fit and healthy. Thus more oxygen reaches different parts of the body. When we are playing, children, what happen? Blood is pumped throughout the body. Blood is pumped throughout the body, and more oxygen rich blood, that is the pure blood, that is the oxygenated blood, the reaches to different parts of the body. And another thing is that yoga is very good for the mind and the body. You should do yoga. It involves relaxing in a posture while focusing on deep breathing. Deep breathing benefits our respiratory system. When we take deep breathing, no, so it is good for our respiratory system. Respiratory system, no, what we are breathing, okay, taking breath and taking out the carbon dioxide from the body, that is the, that all functions work in the respiratory system, which in turns help in the functioning of the heart. Certain yogas asanas help to make the heart healthier and improve blood circulation. So we should do yoga also, and there are some particular yoga asana which are helpful to make the heart healthy and improve blood circulation. So these all are there in the lesson. I hope that you understand the lesson. Just read out the lesson and try to do the exercise, tick the correct answers and all. If you have doubt, please ask, and I will give you the answers of the questions in my next video. Thank you, children.